All right, welcome back. I am Denny, the beard engineer, and this is going to be one of the most fun departures of our normal. Not that we're not awesome engineering discussions and things like that, but today we have Christian Greco on here, who I'll call a friend. He's more of a fist bump buddy that I see at Market Street Grill. But Christian, why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah, my name is Christian Greco. I'm from Oxford, Pennsylvania originally. Lived here in Westchester for a while. My dad has started a couple businesses here in Chester County, one of which being the Market Street Grill, which is a breakfast and lunch restaurant, which I'm very fortunate I get to see you and the crew all the time.
Right.
We have a couple other restaurants, one other brunch restaurant in Downingtown, and then we just opened up a pizzeria out in the Eagle, Chester Springs area.
I heard that. What's it called?
Greco's
Greco's.
Cucina Italiana.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll have to go hit that up sometime.
Gotta check it out. A totally new venture for us. Something totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so just like I said, I see you at Market Street Grill. It's by far my favorite. Like, I'm like smiling. Let's talk. I'm so glad we're like talking about this as, hey, we're usually talking about land development and township process. And this is, like I said, a very fun departure. But so years ago, and we've been in business here for, since 1999. So about 26 years. Me and one of the guys in here started eating breakfast. This is way before Market Street even existed at DK Diner.
Okay.
And then I coached football for my son, and I moved over into Penn's Table, was in there, and then we used to also go to, you and I discussed this morning, Mr. Sandwich, which I thought was called the Sandwich Shop, but when that was no parking garage out back, and I'd come in the back door to Mr. Sandwich. It was nowhere near what it is today. And then I think I got to Market Street. I was in jury duty one day, and I just wanted to eat lunch, and I walked up, and I was like, "This is a good spot."
Yeah.
So, but now here we are.
Well, we'll take it any means necessary.
Yeah.
All right. If jury duty is what it takes to get in there, then that's what it is.
It has completely become like the gathering spot of. I mean, I literally can say that I like drive business from Market Street Grill.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, it's a man. We're blessed. It's such a cool spot, location, right dead center in the middle of town. And through the business, I've met so many cool people who have helped me in so many different areas of life, and people from all different walks of life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Judges and Dick Vermeil's been in there.
Yeah. And, random people coming through who are working with QVC. People who are filming shows or something. Netflix is filming a show here in town. People from that.
You need to get one of those Star Walls on the
wall.
I know.
Right? I have a bunch of pictures that I need to put on the wall. We've had some pretty cool people, athletes.
Mr.
Phillies,
Selleck has been there.
Selleck, Jimmy Rollins. I had
J-Roll.
Yep, I had Troy Polamalu randomly at a Green Street one time. Yeah, so athletes come through. It's cool, man. That's the cool thing about a restaurant in particular is interacting with people and just getting to know different people from all these different areas. Well, I feel like I've grown as a man so much because of it.
Yeah, and they're usually happy when they get in there, right? So it's a pretty good mood.
That's the deal.
Yep.
When you're coming to eat, and especially breakfast, the stakes are pretty low.
Yep, exactly.
There's no booze involved or anything. Yep. Everybody's very cheery. Their bellies are full after eating some pancakes or gravy or something like that. Right. The vibes are high.
Yep.
Generally speaking.
I just want to come in, get my seat where I'm most comfortable. You don't not knowing much about me, I'm a ridiculous creature of habit.
Yeah.
I eat the same stuff. I like to sit in the same seat and the same table. So I get in, I lean forward, see if Darla's back there cooking, and if she is, it kind of dictates what I'm going to order that day. But yes,
very fair.
I'm happy.
Very fair. Yeah, that's the deal. That's the other thing. You mentioned your routine. I've formed all these, tight bonds with all these regulars.
Yeah.
And they're like an extension of family at that point.
Yeah.
It's cool. People definitely are creatures of habit. You're not the only one. We got some people who come in and get like the same thing every single day.
It's my hope, and don't ever do it because of me, but one day, because I'm friends with Judge Bruno, I need to invent a breakfast that's something cool to get my name on the menu. But not now. He's way more personality than I am, but
yeah, I mean, you're on your way.
I'm trying.
Deserves
right? I get there.
You know what I mean?
I'll get there with him. But yeah, what a cool, what a cool spot to meet everybody. And I thought it was funny back during COVID. Everyone who knows I went there all the time, they kind of like, well, I guess you miss going to Market Street, don't you? I'm like, no, because you guys did takeout. right? And I would pull up out front, still get my takeout for the couple of us that worked in here.
Yeah.
I would do it, and we went through. I thought it was great when, not to down our state politicians, but when like things got shut down for the second or third time, but you guys weren't shut down, and I was in there eating, and I had a friend of mine say like, "Aren't you worried you're gonna get in trouble?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm sitting next to half the Chester County
Right.
sheriffs who are also eating in here, so we all decided Market Street should stay open."
Everybody was on the same page.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
town was hungry.
Exactly.
It
We
was
need
time to get out
we
to
needed to
eat.
do some stuff.
What are
Right.
you gonna do?
Right. Right.
No, that time period especially, that really that helped me to grow a lot. We had to totally reinvent a lot of our business model.
Yeah.
We never did so much takeout. We never had a point of sales system before
Right.
that.
Right. God, never thought about that.
We did everything pen and paper,
Yeah.
adding everything up on the calculator.
Yep.
You know what I mean? An old little credit card processing
Yeah.
machine.
Yep.
And then 2020, like, okay, I guess we got to get with the times a little bit,
Yeah.
Pivot, figure things out.
COVID did teach us a lot of that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
obviously changed a lot of the things and made us look at ways. I mean, we still want to go back. I mean, we barely missed work here at all. I mean, we can work from home, but it's not really the way to do it. And certainly, you guys can do takeout, and doing takeout was fine. But it's really a And I was in there this morning by myself, and I went and sat down, and Chrissy's like, "Who you meeting?" I'm like, "I'm just meeting me today, and just wanted to just be in there and chill and look around and eat and get to see people." But
Yeah, it's great.
I just wonder, like, and I'm always curious. I mean, you probably can't answer this question, but it's like, how do you think that happened? I mean, there's plenty of other restaurants in town, and I eat dinner, a lot of them, things like that. But like, Market Street has become that gathering spot in the morning.
Well, for that, I would have to give credit to two people. First, obviously, being my father, Christian Greco,
Yep.
who set the stage. His take on customer service and hospitality, it's almost unmatched.
Yeah.
The way that he treats people.
The way everybody does in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a side effect. That's
Yeah,
the trickle down
exactly,
effect.
from the top
Yeah,
down.
Him setting. I mean, we've been open for 23 years.
Has it really been that long there?
Yeah, it's-
20. So Mr. Sandwich has been, and I know there was a little restaurant after that for a brief time, but Mr. Sandwich has been gone for 23 years.
I guess so. I need a Mr. Sandwich T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like a Market Street crossover.
Right.
TBT,
right.
Mr. Sandwich.
Like a hybrid.
Yeah. So, my dad started the joint, and his take on it was to treat everybody just so well. Be bubbly, be kind,
Yeah.
treat everybody like family. We were going to form tight bonds with them
Yeah.
and just generally care about everybody. So, and hustle.
You do.
In a place like that, it's a small place. We never keep a lot of people staffed
Yep.
any given day, enough,
Yeah.
but enough that everyone's going to really have to bust their tail.
Yep.
For sure. And everybody helps.
Everybody does.
Split tips. So that culture that my dad created of just over the top hospitality.
Yeah.
And the second person is my business partner, Darla Ricchetti, the head chef.
Yeah.
Her
She's awesome, man.
It's insane. Her recipes, the things that she comes up with, I'll put her against anybody.
Yeah.
Especially for brunch. I mean, the creative specials and different things like
Yeah.
that. It's out of this world.
Yeah.
And to top it off, her super secret sauce, the andouille sausage gravy, which when people come in, it's their first time in Market Street.
Right. You got to try it.
I think you should try it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get this anywhere else.
Nope.
Try the gravy. Let's do it. So those two people, really, it just set the stage. And, my grandmother was in there.
Yeah.
We had the same staff for years and years and years, which allows for this level of comfortability.
Yeah.
And as we were talking about, just getting to know everybody and just creating those bonds.
It feels like I was trying to think back when you first walked in here, and I said I had. I used to go to DK when it was Mr. Sandwich was there, and you guys weren't there yet. Then I coached some football, and I knew the guys from Penn's Table, the older owners from Penn's Table, and then I walked into Market Street after a courthouse thing. Of course, I said, but when I went in there before early on, it was just me. And I would sit in the same table at the booth in the middle myself. And then I had an old neighbor, Rick King. I don't know whether you know Rick King.
I know Rick King. Of course, his son worked for us.
Exactly.
Tucker.
Right. And yep. And so Rick worked at NV Homes, who we do a lot of engineering for. And Rick would always sit at his same table with his back to the table. And the funny thing was that Rick was a high-ranked guy at NVR and Ryan Homes. I did a lot of their engineering work. Rick and I were like good friends. We were neighbors. But when we were at breakfast in the morning, I was just morning Rick, and we both enjoyed our like somber, nice, quiet,
Yeah.
morning. We looked at our phones and just kind of did stuff. I never
Yeah.
like, hey Rick, what about this job or what about that job or am I going to get hired
Yeah.
for this? It was just a morning Rick, and then see his.
Yeah, you were doing your thing.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
what
it
I'm
was nice.
saying. So many good connections. They've allowed all these awesome people, even sitting here with you, all these great people that I've met who have organically opened up doors for me,
Yeah.
allowed me to make connections that help me in other areas of life outside of the restaurant.
Yeah.
For me to explore passions and interests and stuff like that.
Right.
Great friends.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Now-
for sure.
Big Philly sports fan,
Oh, yeah.
obviously,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And
Huge.
I'm closet, even though I say that I'm not. I'm older than you, so I had to stomach the years of the Eagles being terrible. But I still, we both found our way to see the Super Bowl one time, and
Yeah.
obviously support that. But what is your favorite like Philly sports team?
Birds.
Birds all the way.
Easily.
Yep.
I love them all, for sure. We grew up going to games. My
Yeah.
dad, that was our thing. Just going to sporting events. We've traveled a bunch
Yep.
in a bunch different cities to go watch our teams, Phillies. But the Eagles, I'm a football guy. I played football
Right.
when I was younger. I played in a ridiculous amount of football when I was younger. So they just have a special place in my heart, and going through high school when I was younger, I just got into them, and it's just the passion.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've had some-
Northeast football.
I had some great memories. You mentioned the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl that we won. Man, we drove. My
Oh,
dad.
Yeah, I wasn't at that one.
Yeah. We rented a Suburban. My dad, my younger brother, my dad's best friend, and I. We rented a Suburban and drove from here in Westchester out to Minnesota for that
Really?
game. Yeah, like 18 and a half hours.
Whew.
It was like a snowstorm when we
Yeah,
got there. It was
right.
insane.
Yeah.
It's the first, we stayed at some motel like 30 minutes out of the city, like on an old Indian reservation or something like that. It was crazy. Well, blizzard. We first stopped with the Mall of America.
I
Do
forgot
that
all
up.
about there was a big storm back then.
It was
back
crazy.
then because I had another buddy who flew out there and got like diverted all over the place.
Yeah, it was like negative in the negatives. Damn,
Yeah.
it was so cold. It was like felt like my face was burning.
Yeah,
outside.
right.
Minnesota's crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Have you ever been out to Minneapolis? Yeah, they have.
I just go to Market Street Grill and my office right here, and that's really about it. I don't know trying to go anywhere else.
And on the water.
Yeah.
But in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, they have these skywalks. Like the second level of all the buildings downtown are connected via these skywalks. They're over the streets.
Yeah.
They're walkways, so you don't have to be outside in the cold.
And so,
crazy.
and what year? So I remember, was that 2016?
It was 17, and then the
17.
game actually took place February of 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that of course they won, and my son was at Drexel then, and him
Mhm.
and my daughter, who both work here, wanted to go down to the
Mhm.
whole thing in the city, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, "There's no way I'm going down to that."
No. We missed everything after the game. We parked like on the other side of the city, and after the game, we were so lost in those skywalks I mentioned.
Yeah.
We were walking around for hours.
For hours.
After the Eagles won the Super Bowl, me and my dad and this crew, my brother and everything,
Yeah.
we were lost, walking around the city for hours. I can't imagine what would happen if the Eagles lost that game.
Yeah,
If we
exactly.
were lost.
Right.
We were just in a good mood.
Yeah, we're in a good mood.
It was crazy.
Right.
Because I missed all the celebrations here, but made it back for the parade,
Yeah.
which was beautiful. Parade this past year was
Yeah, yeah.
amazing too.
I mean, they've been landmark years.
Yeah.
And they could, even though they've kind of struggled this year, they could easily do it. They
100%.
could easily do it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know. That's why it's so. When I was all in, when they didn't win, then I was like crushed, and my whole week was ruined. So I kind of decided to just go lighter in.
It's totally
So,
understandable.
Yeah, it's just
Totally
better,
understandable.
better
I mean,
my health. I come in, I'm not that mad, and I can live with it and stuff like that. So,
totally get that. Yeah, the highs and the lows.
do you ever have any other like Eagles or players come into Market Street? I'm trying to think. I did a car wash a long time ago for Lenny Dykstra,
Mhm.
but he's long gone.
Yeah, you mentioned Coach Vermeil.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, he's been in Selleck, those guys.
Yep.
Random one, Dan Klecko. Don't know if you
Oh,
knew that
I
is.
remember that name,
Yep.
yeah.
He was
I
in.
wouldn't know him if he stepped on me, but
Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you. So I used to be a big radio guy, sports radio. Like every time I'm in the car, I was
Yeah.
sitting there at the host stand, and I heard his voice. I recognized
Recognize
his
the voice.
voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, I looked over, I'm like, you're Dan Klecko.
funny.
That's how I
Yeah.
got him. Yeah. So him and Coach, actually, Vermeil, we've
Yeah.
got to interact with in other contexts as well. His son Dave is a
Yeah.
town person as well, and
Coach is such an outstanding gentleman. He really is. Like, you
absolutely.
spend 10 seconds with him, and you can see why he was such a good leader for the team.
100%.
Like, unbelievable.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so cool. My dad has formed a relationship with him. My dad used to be really into red wine, and
Yeah.
Coach Vermeil has the winery.
I love his wine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what we busted open after the Eagles won the Super Bowl the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we were at an event at Whitford Country Club, and he was the keynote speaker. This was a few years ago.
Yep.
And I just remember, like, we were hanging out, sitting at a table, and he's talking about these football stories. And I'm like, man,
I know,
like, you
right?
can't pay for an experience like this.
Nope.
Because it was just a casual thing. We were just hanging out, eating, and he's like telling these stories of like the 80s.
I know.
And I'm like, wow.
What-
Me being like a fanboy, it's like
Right.
blew my mind. I
Especially-
felt so.
Especially Vermeil.
Yeah.
He was so synonymous with Philadelphia and everything.
Mm.
I was lucky enough to have a dinner with him, and I'm all excited, and I'm asking him, I'm like, you ever hear anything from like Harold Carmichael? And of course he's like, I talked to him yesterday morning. Actually, exactly right. I'm like, seriously? And like Wilbert Montgomery, and yeah, he still stays in contact with all of those guys.
Yeah. That's what's cool, about this area.
Very cool.
This town is like, there's so many cool, affluent, high, like, profile people who are doing really
Yep.
great things. It's a small town, Westchester, but
Yeah.
big personality.
Yeah.
We have so much cool stuff that happens here.
Yeah, people don't realize how much really. I had hernia surgery, so I'm itchy. They shaved me, so I'm like sitting here.
You played it off.
I played it off pretty well.
I couldn't tell you had
Yeah,
surgery.
went down
No,
Friday, and I'm back to business now, but didn't even miss a day of work.
you're
But
a
yeah,
beast.
people don't really realize how much how many cool businesses are in our area, that provide jobs, how philanthropic they are, and just how
Mhm.
many cool things are in this little area of the country. Like I was complaining this morning about how cold it was, and I'm like, I could be down in Florida or be someplace warmer, but like this really is. We have all 4 seasons. We have everything here.
Yeah.
It's a very unique area to live in and
Yeah.
have businesses in.
It's a happening spot. And I mean, for the extracurricular stuff that I do,
Yep.
I'm also into acting.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned all these cool things on this podcast.
Yeah.
I learned Brian Nagel was an archaeologist before he
What?
was a lawyer. Yeah. You need to watch
Okay.
that one. Right.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to picture him brushing like a.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
What?
We need to ask him. We'll explore that further. with
I saw him today. I was,
Yeah.
what? That's amazing.
Archaeology major.
Never would have pictured that.
Yep.
Yes, that's
So
my thing.
acting?
Yeah.
Right.
I got into that a couple of years ago. Just what we're saying. This town, it's so crazy. It has a performing arts
I
theater.
know, right? In town.
That's where I took classes. I had just gone through some things in life. I'd come out on the other side. I had all this. I quit drinking. I became sober. My mind was cleared up. I'm
Yep.
like, let me pursue some things that I'm passionate about.
Yep.
And of course,
I got.
I had access to
Yeah.
it right down the
Right
street.
down the street.
I
Right.
lived, above our restaurant, and I just looked up.
Do you still live there now?
Yeah,
Well, look
yeah.
at that. That's why you're never late to work.
It's amazing.
Right.
Well, I still am.
Yeah, right.
No, it's amazing. I love being there
Yeah.
in town. But yeah, the Performing Arts Center down the street, can walk there, took
Acting.
classes, and then I started to get some roles later on.
Yep.
And as we're mentioning, they just filmed an HBO show locally here
I heard
a
that.
year and a half ago
Yep.
called Task.
Yep.
That was a big hit. I was able to do that.
They were filming the mayor of Easttown too.
Exactly.
And I got approached to be like just a little part of something there, but then it didn't end up being. But I was all excited for my one opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Task is a spin-off of Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, is it
it's
really?
the same
Shows
universe.
what I know.
Yeah. I was a cop. I played a cop in.
So you're in it.
Yeah, I'm in it. Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Really cool. That Abbott Elementary is
Yeah.
a show.
Yep.
I was able to do that recently as well.
really?
Yeah, we filmed an episode.
Are these episodes out? Like, can I
Yeah.
see these?
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta look it up.
It's actually insane. I have such a small role in episode
I can't
4
wait to find it
of
now.
Task,
Right.
but I'm in the thumbnail for the episode.
Really?
When you're on HBO selecting the
Yeah.
episode, like, you'll see I'm in there. But yeah, so that Abbott, I played a Phillies fan. We were filming at Citizens Bank Park for 3 days.
No kidding.
The first 2 days, nobody else was in the building. It was just
I got
us.
a celebrity on here.
and
Phew. Here go the clicks.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was just us, nobody else in the building filming. And then the third day of filming for Abbott, there was a game.
Hmm.
It was a Thursday night game, and it was Star Wars night. And if you know me, that means a lot because I'm obsessed with Star Wars. And it was also just turned out to be like this crazy game. Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs.
Yeah.
It was 19-4, and we were filming. Just coincidentally, we were filming. So they're like, react, do whatever.
Right,
like,
no problem. Right, no problem.
No problem.
Right.
Everyone's going crazy. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So a lot of cool opportunities.
Acting.
Yeah. And then we finished filming a grassroots project earlier this year. Just
I got to start following some stuff. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought I was onto something with Brian Nagel being an archaeologist, but now there's a lot more to it than that.
Well, that's insane too. The him being an archaeologist is crazy to me. Yeah, so that's something I was always passionate about, and my job is such an amazing job that it connects me with people. I just got an agent, met someone at the restaurant who connected me with.
No kidding.
To get an agent. That's what I'm saying. The restaurant is a crazy blessing.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, next I wish I could get on Tires, that Shane Gillis show. They film it in town.
I was I met I have an engineering company that's in Washington D.C. and I was having dinner at Petro's with my son, and Shane was there. I didn't say anything to him, of course, but he was sitting right next to us at the table, and
That's
I
amazing.
think he's freaking hysterical. I really do, and I can love to watch the SNL clips of his different things that he's doing.
Yeah,
that I'm not an actor, and I only say one quick thing, but in the recession. In like 2008, when I thought that was the end of the entire world, I had written myself out like a comedy routine, and I was like, you know what? If it all goes down, if it all is done and finished, I've got a comedy routine. I'm going to get up on stage. I'm going to admit to some stuff, and it's kind of hidden in my office in an area. Everyone asks me like to maybe do it sometime or read through it, but I'm not going. I'm saving it, but it is there and ready. I don't even have to read it. I have it memorized, but I was ready to lose the building and the engineering company and be like, you know what, that's fine.
And go be a comedian.
HBO, I'll go down to Philadelphia, I'll do some things and maybe I'll get picked up or something like that. But, yeah.
I might need to borrow it because I lost my fantasy football league last year, and my punishment is I have to do a fantasy or a comedy set.
Comedy, yeah.
Yeah, I actually just got it set up. I'm going to be doing it next month at Turk's Head, the coffee shop in town.
Yeah.
They do comedy nights one night a month. Yes. It's become a big event.
I may have to. All of my comedy routine is actual things that I have done.
Yeah.
And it's happened to me. So
That's
none of
the
it.
best.
So it's easy. I don't need to practice it or anything. It's actually things that I've done to myself or experienced.
That's the best kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and make some good material. We'll see. I hope it goes well. I don't know. That's something new. I'm trying all these new things. That's one of them.
Turk's Head once a month?
Yeah, once a month in the evenings. And if it goes well, I'd like to maybe make it a regular thing, once a quarter or whatever. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get out there a little bit.
You're out there.
Yeah,
that's good.
The restaurant, the schedule with the restaurant where we're closed early in the day, where I'm able to.
I'm never there, of course, other than breakfast or a random lunch. But what is it, like 2, 3 o'clock? And
2.
It's 2 o'clock.
Yep, 2 p.m. I wrap up. I'm usually out of there by 2:30 or 3.
Okay.
Just doing the books and stuff, and then I have the rest of the day ahead of me. And excuse me, we've had such great help for so long that I'm able to take off if I need to take off and go do something if I, want to go do something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Awesome.
I'm just trying to process this acting thing.
Yeah, it's great.
I was going to learn that today.
I love it. I'm really passionate about it. I'm an artistic person by nature.
Yep.
My dad started the business, and super grateful for him. He works way harder than I'm even capable of working.
Oh, I know he does. I see him all the time. Yeah, he does.
And he's created this life for me where I can do things like that, and he wants me to do things like that. I'm his business partner, and I'm grateful for that as well. But he wants me to do other things that I'm passionate about.
And so you have a brother?
Yes, I have 4 brothers.
4 brothers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
as
well, the other ones are very little.
I gotcha. Okay.
That's its own story.
They're not working there yet then, right?
No, not yet. I have 4 brothers and I have a sister.
A sister.
Yeah, little sister.
Okay.
25, 19, 6, 4, and 2.
And
my,
2.
My little brothers are 6, 4, and 2.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah.
Keep your dad busy for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big family person as well, so I like to go over there and play with the guys and, yeah. I like to be, walk in, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
First thing they walk up,
bam!
Bam!
Yeah. It's still like having Uncle Christian there, though. Anyway, even though his brother Christian, right?
Come punch me,
right? Yep.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's nice. The family's around. Everybody's close by.
Yeah.
Big support system. It's beautiful.
And anything you guys do anything for the Christmas parade Friday
No,
night?
I think me living there,
Yep.
I'll just go downstairs, get some hot cocoa.
Yeah.
You know, I maybe have some friends come by, go upstairs, and then just
You got perfect
fingers.
vantage point.
Yeah,
Yep.
and just hope Santa Claus notices us up there.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
think that he probably.
Yeah.
Yep, you think that he probably will. So.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's awesome. I'm gonna. The acting thing has me intrigued now. I want to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it's
I want to see
amazing.
some stuff. What was the show that? And I'm friends with Charlie McDermott.
Mhm.
What was the show that Charlie's son was on? It's escaping me.
I'm not sure.
No. Yeah.
I'm not sure who that is.
No.
Charlie McDermott.
Oh
no.
boy. I hope he might watch it. I'll send this to him. So in the old days.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, it's okay, Charlie. Before the ACAC Health Club, it was McDermott's Athletic Club
Okay.
in Westchester,
Okay.
right down by the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And then McDermott's moved over to McDermott Drive,
Yeah.
which is where my office used to be.
Yeah.
And we did the ACAC Health Club, which was going to be McDermott's Athletic Club.
Mm-hmm.
It was a gigantic venture back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew Charlie well, did a lot of work for him back then, did that health club for him. But his
Yeah.
son, who's Charlie McDermott Jr., and I'm embarrassed, he was on a very funny sitcom on Thursday evenings.
Really?
His son.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna look it up.
Gotta connect with him.
I can't think of what it is, but I'll contact Charlie and find out. So,
Yeah.
I know he's out west.
Yeah, we just we actually filmed. It's a feature length film that we did this year.
Yeah.
It's a low budget thing. It's called Redeemed.
I gotta check these out.
Yeah, even that. Well, that's in post production right now, being edited. But it was filmed locally, mostly in Westchester, some Delaware County, some other places. But even that, you know, it was one day where I'm just at the host stand, and I knew that this young man had made a Westchester movie. I don't know if you ever heard there was a Delco movie that came out.
That one I did because
Yeah.
Greg Lingo was behind it.
Yeah, well, that was bigger. That was bigger.
Yep.
So there was a young man who is in that space, so to speak. You know, it's a filmmaking world,
Right.
and he wanted to make a Westchester movie. That was his idea, and I saw it, and I thought it was great. You know, I figured a filmmaker like that, I want to get to know.
Yeah.
And one day, that kid randomly walks into the restaurant.
Really?
I said, I've been trying to get a hold
Trying
of
to get a hold of you,
sir.
right? Yeah.
I messaged him on Facebook previously. He didn't respond to me. So we got to chatting a little bit. I told him I'm an actor. I'm really interested in being involved. He said, okay, we'll come up with something. He initially had me
That's
in
awesome.
the script as like a bad guy, like just a
Yeah.
villain part. And I was like, I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't feel right for me. It's just not.
Not really a bad guy material
It's
stuff,
not-
right? Yeah.
At least not this one.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know, if anything else comes up, let me know. I'd love to audition.
Mhm.
Well, it ended up not working out with the lead actor. So I had an opportunity to audition for that. And I landed that role.
Nice.
So once I landed the lead role in that, yeah, the movie's called Redeemed. It's a
Yeah.
subtly faith-based superhero movie.
Right.
And my guy is a ex-special forces guy. No powers, but he just comes back to his town.
And you're actively like working on this right now
Well, the
as an active project?
the filming is done.
Yeah.
We're in post-production, and we've hired somebody to edit it and put
Really?
it all together for us. Yep, and the intention is to debut it in town, either at the Uptown Performing
Uptown
Arts Center
yep.
that I took my classes at,
Yep.
or a couple other potential locations.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, there's a plethora of
We need
options
to
for
throw an
us.
event there for the debuting of it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that would be cool. It's a cool space. They have a bar
Yeah.
in there for everybody. The seats and everything. It's a beautiful
A
area.
nice venue in town.
Absolutely,
is. What a-
absolutely.
Westchester, I was saying this to Mr. Swope who had on here. I mean, just what a fantastic town Westchester has become.
Hey, it's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm not from here, but I definitely claim it now.
I'm not from here either. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, same deal. Like,
But I kind of claim it as home. And I don't
Yeah.
even live in Westchester now. I technically live in a Malvern address, but I tell everybody that I'm from Westchester.
yeah, that's
It's
the
like a
deal.
Westchester guy.
Like, for me, I saw this quote in another context one time, but it was, for me, it's Oxford raised me, but Westchester made me. And
Ah,
I grew up
there you go.
out there, but Westchester and this town is really where I became more of the man that I want to be.
Yeah.
And growing into every day.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm a Coatesville guy, so I grew up in Coatesville. But it was fun. It was rough and tough down
Yeah.
there, and I lived on the suburbs, and But everyone knocks the Coatesville school system. I think it was completely fine. I think it's what you make out, what
Yeah.
you make of it. I just was sitting yesterday. I got a guy here, Jim Demchek, went to Coatesville as well. He was Coatesville Catholic, but he now works here with us and is a local guy from where I grew up. But I was sitting yesterday in my office at lunch, and he walked by, and I was watching. Coatesville had a big choir. It was a big deal. In Coatesville, there was a big choir called the Meister Singers.
Mm-hmm.
And, in my graduating class of, say, 500 kids, we probably had 300 kids in this choir.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a full-time, 5-day-a-week class,
Mhm.
a full credit class. It was like physics or chemistry
Mhm.
or calculus, and you went to it, and we put on 2 concerts a year. But I was watching the 1987 Meister Singers Christmas concert yesterday for lunch. It was an hour and like an hour and a half, but it was pretty cool.
So you had a true appreciation for it.
I did actually,
100%.
So not an actor, but
Yeah.
there were, but in the choir.
I'm with you. I love musicals. I love everything.
Yeah,
My mom and I go up to see a Broadway show every year around this time, and that's my thing. I
sit on a county board, and our executive director had us do this thing. Even though I've been on the board for forever, of telling 2 truths and a lie. I know that's not really my thing to do, but I told one of them was I've been handcuffed in the back of a police car. That I can sing every word of every song of Les Mis or Phantom of the Opera. And another one was that I was cast as an extra in a little Viking documentary.
A little Viking document.
Yeah, about Vikings. Do you know what the two? They guessed it. Sadly, I was disappointed that the whole board guessed them all right. But
Well,
I know the musical ones because I sang.
yeah.
Yep.
What was the first one?
I've been handcuffed in the back of a police car.
I believe that.
You do believe that? Yeah. See, that's it. And I was, but it wasn't anything terrible, just speeding.
Well, you're from Coatesville.
And exactly. It was North Carolina. I was actually going fishing. It was like 3 a.m. Not nothing bad, just going over 100 in like a 25-mile-an-hour speed. It was an area where it was like 55, 25, 55, and I was straight on through.
Yeah.
But
Well, you could also play a Viking. It's also believable.
That's what I thought it was believable. I thought my hair was before. I thought, but not even one single person. I didn't think they would nibble on the police car part of it, but I was. And it's funny, like right now, but I can tell you that I was shitting my pants when I was put in there. I was scared to death.
I believe you.
Sister's husbands were in my car sitting in front of me, and they couldn't possibly have thought it was more funny, especially as scared as I was. And you know what? It was the morning. I'll never forget this. We get out fishing. It was the morning that after Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear off.
Who could ever forget?
I know, right?
That's great.
And I was sitting. I didn't go to jail, but I was handcuffed and lost my license and all that other stuff right there.
Yeah.
But things that you learn. But look, you got to be back on the podcast again. I want to learn more about stuff.
Absolutely. I would love
the
to.
acting thing, but we both have to do some investigation into this Nagel archaeology.
Yeah, and before I go, I mean, this is cool experience for me. I also have intentions. I'd love to start my own show at some point. I'm really trying to get out there and get involved more with media and entertainment and stuff. So thank you
awesome.
for
just to get some stuff out and just get to know people. Like we never get to we don't fist bump in Market Street Grill and learn that you took acting classes and you've been in some movies and things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fun. And like I said, very fun departure from not that we don't love land development and municipal engineering in Chester County, but it's fun. I like kind of getting out off into the different interesting stuff that we do. So.
Absolutely. There's so many stories that you don't even know people have.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah,
all right, buddy. Well, thank you
pleasure.
for coming very, very much. And we'll see you soon.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you, Denny.
Thanks, Joe. See ya.